Oh, the part I liked about the story was that the only one that got out was the woman, and she was carrying a baby. This would be a good place to hear the ghost story, or do we have to get close to where it...
Right next to where we turned off, there's a big open meadow there. Well, they cleared that meadow to raise potatoes. And one year, by the way, they had a husband to clear the area. Had winter storm.
Did they have a baby also?
There was, yeah, she had the baby. I think it was while she was here.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a very young infant.
Yeah.
And the weather got bad, and they decided to send the hired hand out for help. Well, after a couple of days, he didn't come back. So the husband says, well, I'll go and get help. I'll come back and rescue you. Well, he never came back. And finally, after burning all the furniture and anything else she could find to burn, she decided that she just might as well just go on and leave. And so she abandoned the cabin, and you can see the cornerstones around here.
Are we sitting on one?
You're sitting on one. There's one over there, and there,
Okay.
there. So you get a size. We had 3 adults and 1 baby in that little cabin. And so she trudged down to Loop 12, Highway 12, and was able to catch somebody pulling the wagon. This is, by the way, I didn't say it, but this was back in the early 1900s, probably 1910, 15, something like that, when this was going on. And they gave her a ride into town, and she lived in Levita for many years after that. The baby grew up, and the cabin stood here for many years. The lady that was telling us this story used to come up with her teenage friends, and they would have parties up here. And guess what? Somebody messed up and burned the silly cabin down. So that's why all you have are these corner rocks to look at. But I've also seen the same story in a book that was published about the history of this area that mentions this lady and her travels.
And apparently she never found her
Never found
hired
any
hand or husband.
Oh, the part I liked about the story was that the only one that got out was the woman, and she was carrying a baby.
And apparently she never found her
Never found
hired
any
hand or husband.
Neither. Never found them. So that's the ghost part.
They're still haunting this place.
Yes. I haven't talked to any of the people that camp over there to see if somebody bothers them during the night.
Or if they even know of that.
Yeah, it's quite possible they've never even, I mean, how many times have you walked through the woods and come across a little clearing like this, and there's absolutely no reason why somebody could have done something, or that there was a building here.
Yeah.
And of course, by now all the ashes and all that have certainly gone away. That's the story of the haunted house.
Now, how do we get out of here?
Dear Lord, we're going to be part of the story.
Same way we got in.
On the tree?
Oh, it's probably just from this or something. Oh, yeah.
It's like
Well, if there were rattlers, they'd be here. I love it. If I don't live in my fantasy world of danger, it doesn't. It's pointless.
But you don't have to say it.
You know, people have been saying that my whole life.
Take it close to your heart.
Like my Irish Catholic heart, I will. This story makes sense now. But what did you say about the woman?
Oh, the part that I liked about the story was that the only one that got out was a woman, and she was carrying a baby. Isn't that beautiful?
Is where my grandson.
We've got gas. Don't have to do that. It's just click, click, click everything. A lot harder here.
During the pandemic, or like.
I figured it away. Does this make up good?
Yes.
Yes, actually. Thank you for asking. I think that's a good point. I gave him good lighting. That's a different, but yes.
Sulfuric acid? So you don't want to hit that one.
Which one?
That one right there.
It was always facing that person.
Someone's got a bouffant. But what did you say about the woman?
Oh, the part that I liked about the story was that the only one that got out was a woman, and she was carrying a baby.